to upload this video so you can listen to my words. Now look, you don't lie to me saying like you're going to upload it, but I check on your channel like after like I'm checking on your channel and I don't see it. But look, bro, I just figured out what the fifth dimensional is. So okay, so a one-dimensional thing is like paper, right? There's only one side and that other side is the same, right? However, a two-dimensional is like paper, but it has two different sides, right? So, however, there is no such. Okay, so wait. Okay, never mind the two-dimensional. Right? There's only one-dimensional. All right. So now we got the the two. All right. So the one-dimensional is like where it's like paper, right? Now we okay. So look. So we got the 3D, aka the third dimensional. You see, this is literally you. You are 3D, yeah, right? I mean, like you have your bones, like it's 3D to you, right? This game we're playing is 3D, where you can see anything and like stuff like that, right? Okay, now dude, here's when stuff gets a little weird. Now we got a third dimension, right? So look here. So what are you? A third dimension. So you are a third dimensional being, right? Everybody can see you. Even yeah. So yeah. Look, you are third dimensional like anybody else. Now a fourth dimensional being. A fourth dimensional being is very powerful. He could be looking at you right now. But however, you can't see him, but he can see you. He can look inside your organs. He can see when you were first born. He can see your past and future. Hell, he can even see your time of death. Now, here's the stupid part. Now, yeah, it's 4D. Well, we don't know. We can't see him, and he's see-through. So meaning that I mean, like, hey, in your life you might be like just walked past him, but you don't know. Now, let's say you walked in a fourth dimensional place. A fourth dimensional is so powerful it can kill you, spreading your organs like in different places. Now, let's say you come back in the world. Don't come up, don't come up. Okay, look. Let's say you just went in the fourth dimensional world and somehow survive. That is impossible, right? And if you somehow survive, you are the fourth dimensional being. However, people can still see you. However, you can go invisible anytime you want. Now, I don't know if that's truly true, but however, a real dimensional being can. I mean, a fourth dimensional being can is stuck as invisible. Now, if you just went into a fourth dimensional world and came back in the world, you can go invisible anytime you want. You can see in people's organs, like grab their organs and put them in different places anytime you want. How you can even see their past. Yeah, like a fourth dimensional human. However, people can still see you. Now, dude. Now look, nobody. So yeah, that's a fourth dimensional being, right? He could be watching you, probably seeing your future when you die, stuff like that. Now, here's one thing that nobody talks about: the fifth dimensional being, 5D. Now look, they say that five-dimension beings don't exist, but I know my brain that they have to exist. Now, there's no such thing as like a sixth domain. Well, yes. You see, the four now. You see the four now. Look, the four-dimensional being can like look for your life, but he can only look for stuff that is living. So he can't look through a past or future to like. Let's say you're looking at this object. If so, let's say you're a fourth dimensional being, right? You try to look through a rock or change trying to see his past or future, it's not going to work because it has to be a living scene. Now, if you are a fifth dimension being, so let's say you go to a fifth, like a 5 dimension world, it would be absolutely impossible to survive. Your organs will be split into little tiny, a very tiny, like tinier than salt. And like like how salt has these like very very tiny, like how salt is very tiny. Yeah, you see, that doesn't assist. That doesn't assist because there's only one dimension you can't go through. The third dimension that you are already in, and the fourth dimension is kind of, it's like you have to be very lucky if you can survive. The fifth dimension, impossible, no way. However, there's no such thing as 10 dimension, no, like no other numbers, all right? There's only a fifth, like a 5 dimension. You see, a 5 dimension being can can see in anybody's past. Like we're talking a house, a wall, hell, even a TV. He can look through stuff that are not even living anymore. Like he can he can end the world at any time. He can kill God anytime he can. Now, however, I know that's not true because God is probably a fifth dimensional being, but we don't know that. That is a God question. Now, yeah, you see, a 5 dimension is impossible to survive. I mean, you would already die because there's no air, and you would already die because your body is not supposed to handle like four, or your body can't handle like 5 dimensions. I mean, like you would be killed instantly. It's impossible to survive. Your lungs get sucked out of your body. You get so dry if you're in the fifth dimension. That's what happens. So you might be wondering, there's no color. Hell, there's no black. So what does a color? What does it look like with no color? We don't know. All we do know is that the fifth dimension, I never went to. I'm just thinking of this because it has to be a fifth dimension instead of a fourth dimension. You see, a fifth dimensional being can you see a fifth dimension being has picked you to be a human. You see, you see the fifth dimension being can grab your soul and take it out of your body any time. You know those ghosts? Well, you see the fifth of me, like the fifth being can like make ghosts come out of the ground and like do whatever. You see, those no, you see, actually, those ghosts are not real. You see those like ghosts where like those sounds. You see, a fifth dimension being can like copy people's voices. He can mimic people's voices. He he can be people. Yeah, and yes, and the fifth dimensional being is known for his skinwalker. However, he's not really a skinwalker. He can be a human, but however, he will try. But however, yeah, he can copy people's voices. He can mimic people like bodies. Oh, he might even be copying your body too. But however, he doesn't do that often. He doesn't like doing it because honestly, who wants to be a 3D human being when you're a fifth dimensional being? I mean, like There's so much things you can do. I mean, like, let's say that you're a fifth dimension being where you can like end anybody's life. Like, you can go into any world. You can destroy Earth. Like, you're living on the planet Earth, right? So that means that you can destroy Earth. But however, God will not let you do that because that is his equation, and he is illegally allowed to destroy the Earth anytime he wants. So, yeah, you can just call. You can just call him. Okay, maybe. You see, the fifth dimensional can, he watches the Earth every day. He watches every single planet, and he's the biggest thing in our thing. You thought that he can be any size. We're talking the biggest size in the world. He can even be bigger than that. There's no limits for him. There's no limits for how big he can be. How he can go back in time, and yeah. So I might have. Well, yeah, he can look through your past, and he can take your soul. Anything. He can take your soul, and if you don't know, if you don't have a soul, you're dead. He can take organs from you, just like the fourth dimensional being, but however, he can only just hit the parts and replace them. Stuff like that. You mean the fifth dimensional being? The 10 dimension? Third? The third one? Okay, so yeah, you could just say that. Well, we don't really know when it's going to happen. I mean, like, a third dimensional being can kill a fourth dimensional being. And you see, if you know, I forgot to say, fourth dimensional beings are invincible, but they're not invincible to fifth dimensional beings. God can kill them, and so as us, but they don't kill us. But however, a fifth dimension being can kill us anytime. And their names, they don't have no names. Now look, nobody talks about the fifth dimension. No, nobody knows his name. All we can call him now is just the the fifth dimensional being. That's all we can call him. We surely don't know his full name. We don't know his name at all. So all we can really call him for now is just the fifth dimensional being. He can like see objects past when they were being made or in the future when they get destroyed. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. Are you trying to say like say fifth dimensional being. You know that, right? You can just say the fifth dimensional being. Well, the fifth dimensional being will actually never kill us. However, he does have the power to take your soul and also kill you, but he never has the choices to do that. And yes, he used to be a human, and how he might have been the first ever human on the earth, but we surely don't know that. But however, I just want to let you know, please, all my words, just please, upload that word to the video, like anything, like this, like text the voice, like something like that, anything. But nobody talks about the fifth dimensional being. Working. It's working. There's only there's only one dimension that is paper, and the third dimension is clearly us, and the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. Well, no, because that doesn't exist. Because that only exists in video games, and there's only one dimension. And no, you can't go into a one dimension. There's no such thing as a one dimension being. So no, a one dimension is like nothing. I just call it that because a one dimension is like paper. So there's no such thing as a world of 1D. So no, you can't go through one dimension. I just said that because there's paper. Well, don't also I'm going to have to copy your video and paste it on my video because I really just want to make it like kind of feasible, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, make the background just right and don't show like me playing like nothing like that, okay? Just show like a right screen and like captions, like normal captions, okay? And like put at the top, add like epic talking, like that, okay? And yeah, so look, just tell me when you're recording. So you're recording, right? Alright. Hello guys. Now this might be just a right screen, but this is very important. So I hope baby releases this video, and if you don't know how I'm talking about, that is the channel of my friend's Roblox account. So we're going to talk about the fifth dimensional being. Now we're first going to sort up to one to the fifth dimensional being. So the one dimensional, the one, oh my god, the one dimensional being is, well, actually doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a one dimensional being. It's only just one dimensional. and that would be paper. We can see that, and don't say like where's the like the two dimensional. That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as that. I know it might sound ridiculous, but hey, I'm showing. Now we got the third dimensional. You're seeing that right now. Third dimensional is like what you're seeing right now. Like I'm playing a game right now. Like I'm talking with like looking at my friend. So that would make that third dimensional, right? So now we're going on to fourth dimensional. Now, fourth dimensional beings do assist. Don't say anything like they don't. Yeah, they do. You see, I might be wrong, but this is, however, a God's answer. I like to call a impossible question to tell. Uh, yeah, whatever. Okay, so like I was saying, um, you see, a fourth dimensional being can look inside of you, and he can like look through your body parts, look through your past and your future. Hell, even when you're about to die, when you were first born, and he can see when you were first born, and also dead when you die. So also, now let's say you accidentally walked into a fourth dimensional world. If you somehow did that, oh my god, there's no way surviving. Okay, maybe, but however, if you're very lucky, you might make it. And if you go back to normal world, you're a fourth dimensional being. But not really, because a fourth dimensional being has to be the chosen one, where God will have a God will pick a human as the fourth dimensional. Hell, maybe even the fifth dimensional. But we'll start talking about after I'm done with the fourth dimensional beings. Okay, so let's say that so you can look through people's body parts, you can see the past and future. Hell, you can even see when they die. And having this kind of power is very scary. I mean, like, sure, I mean, you can replace a guy's heart with a kidney. The hell? But however, However, it would be very scary. If you did this to your mom, you would be crying all night, knowing that she's going to die, and you're going to know that date when she's going to die. So you won't want them to know that. So pretty much, I hate to say, but that's kind of why it sucks to be a fourth dimensional being. But let's say you don't have a mother, then yes, I guess it would be fun. Now on to the most stuff, like a thing that nobody talks about. The fifth dimensional being. Yeah, the fifth dimensional being. Now look, this kind of fifth dimensional being is very different. Nobody talks about them, and they say that they don't exist. Now don't start talking about all this bull saying like, where's the sixth dimension? Where's the 10th dimension? That doesn't exist. There's only a fifth dimensional, not like all that other stuff, right? So but now you might be asking, what can a fifth dimensional being can do? Well, one, of course, you can look in your past, but also I forgot to say about the fourth dimensional being, he can't look through passes and future of objects. They have to be a living, breathing thing, right? So yeah, he would have to be like it would just I had to be like something living, right? But a fourth dimension, I mean a fifth dimension being. Excuse me, I that was not meant to happen. I'm sorry. Anyways, so oh man, what was I going to talking again? Oh yeah, so the fifth dimensional being can look through objects through the future and the past when they were being made. I don't know how rocks are actually made. What am I saying? They come from mountains when they like break a little piece and yeah. What am I saying, man? But I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so a fifth dimensional being is so powerful they can look through passes and future of objects. That just shows how powerful. Yes, yes. I don't know if you just heard them, but they can take out your souls anytime. But however, they will never do that to humans because guess what? God won't let them do that. So if God just allowed them to do it, whatever they want to do, you would probably be very dead by now. But surely they won't be that mean. I mean, like fourth dimensionals, like fifth. I mean, fifth dimensionals. Oh my God! I hope I have not accidentally saying fourth dimensional beings. Oh my God! I hope not. Anyways, so fifth dimensional beings can actually kill things, anything. Hell, even a tree. You see, fifth dimensional beings can. Fifth dimensional beings. Okay, I said that right. I don't know why I did that. So, like I was saying, fifth dimensional beings can actually, like, maybe destroy the world, anytime. The sun, any kind of planet, even Pluto. Look, I don't care what you say. Pluto's not a planet. Look, I want to talk about it anyways. Look, you can the fifth. I mean, God, the fifth dimensional being can destroy any kind of thing, like like every single planet on Earth. Hell, even things that are not even a planet, he can destroy the galaxy. But however, God will not let him. But let's say he does it. Guess what? God can rewind time and make him and God would punish him by not making him a fifth dimensional being and also killing him, make him not assisting, not escape. Okay, guys, you know what I'm saying, but sorry about that. So, ooh man, okay, so yeah, that is a fifth dimensional being. That's what he can do. He actually controls the earth and he picks you as a human. He grabs your soul and puts you inside a he probably like he picks you, he grabs a soul for you, and there you go. That's how you're made. God doesn't do that. And I would like to say that. I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but the fifth dimensional being will grab a soul and put that soul in the baby, aka you, then you will be born, making you. So, yeah, that's how you are made. Not by God, I'm sorry, by a fifth dimensional being. Now, look, I don't know if I'm surely right or I'm not, but I'm just guessing. If anyone believes me, type hashtag epic a 5D, saying that means you are right, Epic. That's my YouTube username. So, guys, that is all of the dimensions. Anyways, bye bye. Hope you have a great day and stay epic. And also subscribe to my friend's YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe to Epic. Bye.